Hello and welcome to the Etihad Stadium. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray, and ready to provide expert analysis alongside me is Stuart Robson. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It is Manchester City up against Crystal Palace.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Well, we have to say, Stuart, respect and admiration grows for Kevin De Bruyne with each passing year. So many attributes. What are you looking for from him in this game?
Well, he's such a natural finisher. He has everything a good goal scorer needs. Composure, technique and awareness. He will certainly need to be tightly marked today.
And a look at the starting 11 for Manchester City. Ederson begins in goal. Joao Cancelo starts with Kyle Walker as fullbacks. Kevin De Bruyne plays with Rodri in central midfield. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. Well, this is the team Crystal Palace have picked.
Well, in this shape, their two holding midfield players will be key today. If they can get on the ball and dictate the play, protect the two centre-backs, it will then allow the attacking players to show their creative quality.
Potentially exciting 90 minutes here, and Manchester City get the ball rolling. And the pass, a good one. Difficult to stop him. That's a useful cross. Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
Another short corner here. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. And Manchester City moving the ball with purpose. The referee correctly decided to play advantage. It's got to be! Well, you've got to classify that as a poor attempt. A long way wide. Good refereeing, waiting for a natural break before administering the caution. An important interception. Excellent use of advantage from the referee in City's favour. Slipshod passing, but attacking possibilities. De Bruyne. Now with Silva. And back with Bernardo Silva. And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin.
Well, let's look at this again. The 1- and 2-touch passing is absolutely outstanding to play around the pressure. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
And they get the ball moving again. Can Palace come up with an answer here? Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Jack Grealish. Phil Foden now. City moving the ball forwards. What can they do from here? Foden. Defensive efficiency personified. Gallagher. And Zaha has it. Space and time for the cross. And the ball back with City now. Foden. Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne now. Perfect tackle. And a bad pass it was.
Well, as you can hear, the fans think that should have been a penalty, but I'm not convinced.
Kouyaté. And they have possession again. And Bernardo Silva has it. A real opening now. Oh, a save of the highest order.
Well, he got his angles absolutely right. What a good save that is.
Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Well, not the best clearance. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Really getting stuck in defensively. And the pass was just that little bit off. Nearly found its target. And a poor ball. Gallagher. Promising looking ball. And the ball played over from the flank, but meat and drink to Laporte. Joao Cancelo. It's with Laporte. Rodri. Foden. Given away by City. High quality defending. Ruben Diaz. Kevin De Bruyne. Silva. De Bruyne. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Walker. Moving into the advanced position. Rodri. Phil Foden now. Rodri. Oh, he's given it away. Kouyaté. Well, they must exercise caution standing off as they are. Foden. Walker. Played into the centre. Not an attempt that will live long in the memory.
Well, what a waste that is. It's far too easy for the keeper.
MacArthur. Well, it's a constant struggle for them to get out of their own half. It's a promising City move. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Excellent passing. A really sumptuous ball. And fine goalkeeping. Now the delivery. Well, as a defender, that will sit you down to the ground. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position. Gabriel Jesus. Terrific block. Well, there to intercept. MacArthur. Mitchell. Well read to put an end to that attack. Kouyaté. Delivered into the area here. Well, just couldn't quite control the header, and a disappointing effort in the end. Rodri. And it's Ruben Dias, almost weighing up the opposition with a string of neat passes. Rodri. Now with Silva. The ball with Rodri. Foden. Wilfried Zaha. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball.
Well, as you can see, City have dominated possession in the last 15 minutes, and with it have created some great openings. They certainly look as though they get another before too long.
Rodri. Moving the ball effectively, looking for the right moment. City pushing forward with options available. And showing fine vision. Well, not the best clearance. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Grealish. Oh, lovely incisive pass. And touched onto the frame of the goal. Well, he needed a bit more downward direction on the header. Wilfried Zaha. Not a bad pass it was. Walker. Kevin De Bruyne. Rodri. Phil Foden now. Running with the ball confidently. Bernardo Silva. And space for the cross. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. And Manchester City moving the ball with purpose. And it's Gabriel Jesus. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. Now can they counter clinically? All hands on deck. And it looked like open road for them, but up a dead end. Extremely sloppy in possession. And slipped through beautifully. Oh, but cutting it out in the nick of time. Silva. Well, getting very close to the half-time interval. So far, so good for City. Stuart, your thoughts on their performance to this point?
Well, it's been a tight game so far, but they've just had that little bit more quality on the ball, particularly in midfield, where they've just started to take control. They'll be fairly happy going...
Stuart, an opportunity! Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch. Foden. It's a promising City move. Something to worry about here. Oh, surely. A goal! That's two for him today. They simply can't stop him. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, just watch this again. It's a really good goal, but it's no surprise, is it? They've been in complete control here.
Well, a second goal for them here.
Gabriel Jesus.
An important interception.
Well, as the stats confirm, City have controlled the ball. They've passed it well, their movement's been good, and they've been well worth their lead. Could get even better here.
Room to manoeuvre on the wing. Well, not hard to read that pass. Jesus. And return to Gabriel Jesus. Well, quite simply not precise enough from that position. Gallagher. Zaha. At times they make passing look easy. Making use of his physical strength to hang on to it. I think the referee was spot on there. A free kick in the end after he had attempted to play advantage. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Bernardo Silva. Phil Foden now. Well, sitting deep like this might be a dangerous game. Now, let's see what they can do here. Gabriel Jesus. And return to Gabriel Jesus. And giving the ball away. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Ayew. He had a bit of work to do in getting to that through ball, the goalkeeper. Jack Grealish. On the ball, Ruben Dias. Well, he prevented it from going over the line. Grealish. And Bernardo Silva has it. Crossing opportunity. Really good interception. And into the clutches of the goalkeeper. So 3 minutes of stoppage time coming up. It is advantage Manchester City here. And he's retrospectively awarded the free kick now, having tried to give them the advantage. Well, a judgment call for the referee. Many an official would have cautioned him. Into the box it goes. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Kouyaté. It might be on for them. Well, the danger is still there. Danger averted for now. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So much to admire about the performance put in by Gabriel Jesus.
Well, that just shows what an effect he's had on the game today. He's worked hard to find space, he's then used it well, and of course scored his goals. What a great display this is.
Difficult to stop him. That's a useful cross. Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
It's got to be! Well, you've got to classify that as a poor attempt. A long way wide. Now with Silva. And back with Bernardo Silva. And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin. Well, back underway, and there can be no playing it down. A big gulf between the sides in the first half. Will we see a response from Crystal Palace in the second? A move of promise on the flank. And routine for the keeper in the end. The cross far too close to him. Fine work from City to win the ball back. Conor Gallagher. Grealish. And space available inside. And through for the goal kick. He hit it with power. Rodri. Foden. De Bruyne now. Grealish. Ruben Diaz. Kevin De Bruyne. Really well played pass. De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Foden. Textbook defending inside the box. Well, it could be on for him here. And how well the keeper did.
Well, that's just exceptional. He reacted so quickly there.
Trying to deliver it accurately. It hasn't come to very much. Kouyaté. He read the situation defensively and did his job. And there to intervene. The referee has decided to give the free kick decision the way of City. Foden. Oh, they've lost it. James McArthur. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Rodri. De Bruyne now. Oh, good use of the ball. Foden. The ball with Rodri. Magnificent defending. And Bernardo Silva has it. Foden. And the keeper there to deal with it.
Well, those stats back up what we've been watching. It's been a really one-sided game, and it's far too easy for them to open up this defence. This could turn into a rout.
And intercepted it. And great work to confuse the defender. He's in with a chance. Majestic piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he loves the big moments, doesn't he? And he's proved it again there. Great goalkeeping.
And it is substitution time at this juncture, not just from one side, but from both.
To be replaced by number 7, Raheem Sterling. Substitution for Crystal Palace, coming off the pitch, number 23, Conor Gallagher. To be replaced
Can he deliver it with accuracy? Relatively straightforward to mop up defensively. And options in the centre. And still dangerous. And a time for calm on the ball. Foden. Gabriel Jesus. Rodri. 30 minutes to go then. Foden. De Bruyne now, going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. There to take it away. And space here on the flank. Well, switching play and needed to be spot on, but it wasn't. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution.
To be replaced by number 15, Jeffrey Schlupp.
Kouyaté. There to win it back. Shielding the ball superbly. Foden. The ball with Rodri. Sloppy there, Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Gabriel Jesus. Foden. And Palace with the ball again. Breaking at pace. And it looked like open road for them, but up a dead end. Well, not very clever defending. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Sterling. Phil Foden now. Sterling has it. Not a bad pass it was. Just failing to hit the target with his pass, and it'll be a throw-in. Joao Cancelo. Well, strong play here. Rodri. De Bruyne. He's in control of the situation. Gabriel Jesus. Well, getting in the way. Superb save.
Substitution for Manchester City. Coming off the pitch, number 9, Gabriel Jesus, to be replaced by number 26, Riyad Mahrez.
Put in by De Bruyne. On the corner, too close to the goalkeeper that time. De Bruyne. And Bernardo Silva has it. Still could be dangerous. De Bruyne. Well, you've got to classify that as a poor attempt. A long way wide. Mahrez, a chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. Well, the referee saw it as a bookable offence.
And I think he's got it absolutely right. That was a poor challenge, you have to say.
Well, that didn't go exactly to plan, and no wonder he's getting a few icy stares from his teammates.
Yeah, that's a complete waste. He was never going to score from there.
James McArthur. A City free kick forthcoming. De Bruyne. Rodri. Almost weighing up the opposition with a string of neat passes. Ruben Diaz. City pushing forward with options available. And good use of advantage. The referee allowing play to continue. Well, letting it continue to see if in fact there was an advantage, but not so. Free kick. Well, the card is out, and it's yellow.
Yeah, it's clumsy and it's late. Definitely a yellow card.
And how close it was.
Well, when you can strike a ball like that, it's always worth a try.
A quarter of an hour remaining here. And the upshot of that is offside.
Well, he needed to look elsewhere because the flag was always going to go up.
Rodri. De Bruyne. The ball with Rodri. On the offensive. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Foden. It did look on for them, but not to be. Well, they've won the ball back quickly. Good physical play. They're showing good defensive judgment. De Bruyne. Well, as we get close to hearing the final whistle, Manchester City dominant, Manchester City excellent.
Yeah, this has been a good performance. They've looked really sharp going forward and they've shown a lot of energy. They'll certainly be pleased with their overall display up to now.
Foden. No, high quality defending. MacArthur. Bodies forward and the break looks on. And a good looking ball. Could it be? There's the goal. Surely now, that is that.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Walker. Retaining possession proving difficult. Joel Ward. Schlupp. The cross is on. But defensive efficiency there. Ruben Diaz. Now with Silva. Walker just couldn't keep it. De Bruyne. On the ball, Ruben Diaz. Foden. De Bruyne now. Now with Silva. Mahrez. And that pass could be troublesome. That's a routine take. Well, goalkeeper mistake. Will there be a price to pay? Mitchell. It is a decent looking attack here, but really sticking to their task defensively. Walker failed to hold it. Superb effort to keep it in. Promising looking attack. Luka Milivojevic. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. A change in the offing for City.
To be replaced by number 8, Ilkay Gundogan.
Well, that is how to run at defenders. Great block. Well, a touch off the defender last of all, so a corner. Who's going to get on the end of it? And still dangerous. He got in the way of that cross. Fractionally offside. João Cancelo. Walker now. Well, they've given him too much space. Walker. Sterling has it. In the right place to cut out the pass. Rodri. So a throw in here. Terrific block. Gundogan. Walker. Sterling. That was perfectly timed, and it is going to be a corner. And there's the delivery. And the corner far too close to the goalkeeper. Sterling. Phil Foden now. Not problematic for the keeper. Using his strength to shield the ball. Jeffrey Schlupp. Luka Milivojevic. Here's Anderson. Luka Milivojevic. Oh, he's through here. And the keeper more than equal to it. Who can he pick out? The clearance wasn't decisive. And so the referee blows the whistle. It is the end of the contest. And the 3 points go to Manchester City.
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
But as you can see, our cameras remain affixed to Gabriel Jesus. Another fantastic day at the office for him, Stuart.
Well, I have to say, that was impressive. Not just his goals, but his all-round play. He was excellent.
Something to worry about here.